in the early stages of any business, it's all about marketing and sales. Like, you've got to find product to market fit, and you've got to figure out, is this thing we're selling actually going to sell, right? And then once you get over that and you think like, oh my God, we've got something that people want to buy, great. And we've seen that people want to buy it over and over again, and we can sell this thing. That is the point at which usually what people do is they go headlong into marketing and sales, and they ramp that thing right up. And they've got a massive leaky bucket called operations, right? So my theory is you want to get product to market fit right, start up, right? And then you've got to very quickly operationalize and make sure that you've got a good solid foundation of a platform from which you can then scale up marketing and sales and drive massive volume through the pipes, essentially. And I think people skip that step too easily. Now, I know you might think, like, you'd sort of think, well, we need to get after this thing quickly. But there is that moment where you can do them both at the same time, but you kind of need to take the pain there in that crevice. And I think that's the reason a lot of businesses fail after year 5, because they might get that initial bit right. And then the crevice between startup and growth is so deep and so sharp that when they fall into it, they can't get out of it. And they blow the entire thing up. I've seen that happen so many times. And it happens to the best marketers, because they just go headlong after marketing. And they can't understand why there's no money left. And you're like, well, there's no profit because there's a leaky bucket called ops. So, you know, people's time, optimizing platforms, process, people, offshore teams, making sure it's lean. The most expensive thing in the company is people's time and energy that's being used for the right things, et cetera, et cetera.